So there was a tech demo for Unreal Engine 5 Fortnite where they talked about some of the new things that they were working on. And I just wanted to talk about how Unreal will be a stepping stone for VR games and full dive VR games in the future from the standpoint of creating expansive and immersive worlds and having the hardware to run it on. Unreal's Nanite and Lumen are game changers. Nanite renders massive, detailed objects without performance hits, while Lumen creates dynamic lighting that feels real time. In VR, ray tracing adds hyper-realistic touches like reflections and shadows, making the virtual world even more immersive. Basically, UE5 and similar tech are making visuals crazy realistic, and it doesn't even need to focus on realism. Example, Fortnite is an extremely pretty game with insane detail without being realistic. Imagine throwing a rock in a UE5 environment and watching the water ripple realistically as it splashes. That's the power of UE5's new physics system. It simulates how objects interact with the environment, creating a satisfying sense of cause and effect. Destruction also gets a makeover. Buildings can crumble realistically under pressure, adding a layer of dynamicism to any scene. With the MetaHuman Creator, a toolset within UE5, it lets developers craft incredibly lifelike characters. These characters boast subtle facial expressions and nuanced body language, blurring the line between digital actors and real people. Imagine having a conversation with a virtual character that seems to respond to your emotions. That's the power of MetaHuman Creator, especially once you start empowering it with AI models or AI algorithms. So developing a VR experience can be challenging. Thankfully, UE5 offers a toolbox to streamline the process. UE5 boasts a bunch of VR-specific tools and features. These make it easier to set up VR projects, handle motion controllers, and optimize performance for those headsets. UE5 has a crazy amount of open world tools and streaming capabilities that can help with VR creation. Imagine vast, seamless virtual landscapes, dense jungles, sprawling cities. UE5 can handle it. Streaming in the detail when you need it. UE5 has extensive support for various input methods and such as body movements, gestures, and even eye track. So we can have a Ready Player One type of experience within a UE5 created world. And in the future, they can even roll out support for a BCI or brain controlled interface. I know you're thinking about the Neuralink thing where like, I don't want anything inside my brain, but as the technology gets better and better, there's going to be ways to use it without having to have invasive surgery. The main point I wanted to make is that things like Unreal Engine is going to help a lot with the creation of VR games and eventually full dive VR games. Just from the standpoint of creating a super expansive and seamless virtual world. It also helps that we seem to be in an era where all of our technology is becoming more and more powerful. So in essence, we're having games that are becoming easier to run because they take up less processing power because we are finding new ways to streamline the process. So anyways, if you like the video, drop a like and subscribe. I mainly focus on anime reviews. I like to make anime edits, and I also love checking new technology, talking about it, and right now my main focus is on full dive.